Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Check out our large assortment of logo merch and our lifestyle collection as well. Just head over to abvnetwork.com and click on shop. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebartogo.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. Finally, we are sponsored by the upcoming ABV Barrel Shop, a new liquor store experience coming to St. Louis, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop will serve as home to the ABV Network and will be owned and operated by Steve Akeley, Jim Fosnot, and Scott Creighton, a.k.a. the Barrel Buddies. To learn more about the investment opportunities in this new venture, listen to the ad at the end of this podcast. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about Yellowstone's 6 new bottles celebrating the brand's 150th anniversary. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Joe Ferrara, Tim Swaya, and Kathy Poole.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, so we're going to have a good show today. We're going to be talking about Yellowstone. I can't imagine there's somebody out there who doesn't like Yellowstone. That's some good stuff, good people behind the brand, and I can't wait to talk about it. Matter of fact, as we record this, it's not when it drops, but as we record this, I'll be hanging out with Stephen Fonte on Sunday. He's coming to town. So, yes, maybe Kathy will
be there. Look at
you. Yeah, Kathy.
That looks like a fun event. So if you're in St. Louis,
it does look like fun.
Yeah. So I already purchased my bottle. So I will have him sign that when I pick it up. So very cool. But before we get to all that Yellowstone talk, McNew, you said there's something you want to talk about. What is that, McNew?
Okay, so this has been on my mind because I'm planning an insane birthday party for one of my dogs. And I've always called him the baby T-Rex because he used to bite like a little T-Rex. And so I was wondering, you don't get asked as an adult, but what's your favorite dinosaur? Nobody asks us anymore.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, favorite dinosaur. I mean, I'm not going to go stereotypical because I think T-Rex is the obvious one. But I'll go. I do like the bird. I think they changed the name. It used to be when I was a kid, it was a pterodactyl. I always call the ones. It's a brontosaurus. I call it by the names when I was a kid. I don't care that things have changed. I think it's a brachiosaurus now. I don't care. To me, it's a brontosaurus, but I'm going to say not a pterodon, as I believe they call it now. It's a pterodactyl because that's a cooler name. So the flying dinosaur, the pterodactyl, I think that's the coolest one.
That one
would be two different. One has a fin on the back of its head. The other one does not. So your pterodon and your pterodactyl are two separate. So you're still good, Steve.
I'm still good. Okay, good. Good.
I like the one where the fan comes out. I don't know the name of it.
Oh, that was featured in the first Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, yeah.
Yeah.
Stegosaurus?
No.
That was
the one that spits poison.
Yeah.
I feel like it's some kind of
it got Wayne Knight, aka Newman,
right
in the thing. Yeah.
Now it's gonna kill me.
He's like he was like making fun of it, like how dumb are you in that, and then it got him, which is cool. That was a great movie, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really, really good stuff.
I'm actually a fan of the Stegosaurus. I like the big ridge of like the Mohawk.
So you like the Stegosaurus? You said, yeah.
I think those look like fun.
Yeah, remember when Kong fought one of those?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I loved that movie King Kong. And of course, I grew up at a time when you didn't have VCRs and stuff like that. You had to wait till it came out. And when it came out, you had to change your schedule, whatever your schedule was, play with your friends or whatever. That gets thrown aside because you want to watch King Kong. And I would watch King Kong every time it was on. And I love that battle. And when Kong breaks his jaw and you actually get to see blood dripping out, I just loved it. I would sit so close to the TV because I wanted to see that blood dripping out. I don't know why. But I just thought it was cool. You didn't see stuff like that on TV, and it was
like when he's picking up the head.
Yeah, he's like, checking it.
It's dead.
Yeah, that's so cool. So cool. All right. Tim, what's your favorite?
I'm debating between, because all these are good, but it's like some of the ones are the most fun to say. It's like your Parasaurolophus or your Pachycephalosaurus. You know, the Pachycephalosaurus was the.
Like that's a good dinosaur, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I remember because my kid, one of my boys loved dinosaurs. He couldn't get a dinosaur out of his hand.
Isn't it amazing when you get one of those kids that is into that and they know all those names and all that?
Yes.
I think they probably lose that over time. Like my one buddy's kid, when he was like 3, he knew all the scientific names, all of them. He'd correct you on things. And I don't, he's
that was me.
34.
I was so into dinosaurs. I knew all the names.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I know Brontosaurus.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think you retain that. No. But man, it is amazing. Some kids so get into dinosaurs, which is cool. And dinosaurs are a big thing for certain kids, for sure. Well, McNew, you asked the question. What's your favorite?
So I'm actually torn between 2. I like the Velociraptor because they're just chaotic. That's a lot of energy. I like it. But also a Triceratops, I feel like you could domesticate one of those and just try to be docile. So I'm torn between the chaotic and docile energy there.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There is just a random one, just a favorite dinosaur. So there you go.
She wants one that can cut the grass. I don't blame her.
Yeah, that's true. All right, gang. Well, it is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Kathy Cool.
Okay. So in honor of our first topic, I have a bottle of Yellowstone. This is actually one of their barrel picks, single barrel picks. And since my husband finished our other bottle, I have to open the new bottle tonight. So let's see how it goes.
Okay. That was good. That was good. Could be enough even. So it was that good, but we'll see. Let's see. It did leave some room to be beat there. So we'll see what happens. Tim, we'll toss it to you next.
All right, so I have no doubt that I'm a huge fan. I dipped into the limited edition collection, this time from 2018.
Whoa. No, nothing on the pop, though. Impressive bottle, nothing on the pop. You might have got Mike muffled, as McNew noted there. So.
Yes.
All right, McNew, what do you got?
I actually have one of them, the Yellowstone.
Okay.
It has the movie.
Wait, that's one of the new ones, isn't it?
That's the new one.
Oh, wow. Congrats. I've been looking and I haven't seen one yet in St. Louis. So
it is. So we'll see what the pop does.
Oh, that's good. Nice. That takes the lead. Joe, you're next.
I have a 2017 limited edition of Yellowstone.
Oh, nice. Nope.
Tim was like that one.
There was so much going on there.
My hands were so dry I couldn't grab the cork.
There was struggling. There was maybe a hitting of a desk. There was a microphone slap. There was a cork pop in there. There was a slosh. Yeah.
All right.
I for poor technique alone, I got to say McNew's still in the lead. So I've got 2020 Yellowstone limited edition here. So here we go. It was good. I think it's second place good, though. I think it's second place.
That was a squeak.
Yeah, I think McNew got it there. So she won fair and square. So there you go. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about these new bottles, what we think of them, and which one we're going to be searching for, and which one we like best, and all that good stuff and much more. We'll talk to you in a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley of the ABV Network. Let's talk about the people who make this show happen. First up is Leatherwood Distillery in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Company founder Andy Lang started distilling as a hobby while serving his country as an elite Green Beret. Andy distilled all over the world during his time in the military and brought this passion back to him in the U.S. when he returned home. A visit to Leatherwood combines Andy Lang's unique distilled spirits and a museum of artifacts from his time serving the U.S. Share a drink with a fallen soldier at their bar where you can grab an acrylic bio off the wall that celebrates the individuals who gave the ultimate sacrifice to protect his or her country. They will also ship their distilled spirits directly to you, so check them out at leatherwooddistillery.com. We are also sponsored by Moonshine University. This longtime partner for the ABV Network helps educate individuals looking to get into the distilled spirits business, service industry employees looking to expand their knowledge, and individuals simply wanting to know more about the process and history of the spirits industry. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification at Moonshine University, and it's something I continuously draw upon and connect with fellow graduates. Check out their full listing of classes, including Executive Bourbon Steward certification, production classes, and more at moonshineuniversity.com. Okay, let's talk about Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent visits to Kentucky. Today, he's leading the way for young distillers making their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery combines family history, a look at what makes their products unique, and of course a tasting through their whiskeys, moonshines, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com and visit them in Sparta, Kentucky. All right, back to the show.
Hey, this is Paul Russo, and you're listening to The Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Yellowstone's 6 new bottles celebrating their 150th anniversary.
Yes, we are. So here's what you can find out there in the wild. I heard someone say that that's the worst phrase that you can use, so I'll try to use it more on the show now. So of course, and we're talking regular Yellowstone here. It's got that little circle on there, and within that circle, typically it had Lower Yellowstone Falls. I wouldn't recognize that by name, but I do recognize the fact that the falls are always on there. I didn't know that it was Lower Yellowstone Falls, but that one is what you typically see. Now, the one that most people, I think, if we quiz them and ask them what's on the bottle, they would say the next one, which is Old Faithful. I think Yellowstone's so associated with Old Faithful. I think most people think, oh, that's got to be Old Faithful on it, right? So no, but it's on one of these new ones, and they've used it in the past, by the way, so it's not brand new to it. The Grand Prismatic Spring is another one. Minerva Terrace, Roosevelt Minerva. What is that? How do you know that? Why do you know that?
It's a hot spring. It's like a multi-tiered level hot spring. It looks like almost like marble. Constant marble. It's beautiful.
I've seen it, and now I know what you're talking about too. It gets that mist comes out there, and it might be hot up top and cool in the middle and cold at your feet. It's weird. It's a cool thing to see. Roosevelt Arch and Lamar Valley. Those are the 6. First of all, what do you guys think about this concept of doing 6 different ones? I think it's cool for their anniversary. I think it's really fun. Yeah.
It's kind of like Blanton's horses.
Yeah.
Collect all 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people are going to try to. They're going to want all 6.
Absolutely.
I think I want all 6, so I can see why people do it. I can see why people are doing it.
I think it's a great way to honor the park too. And I read that they're giving back some money to the park, the foundation. So it's a cool way to honor the brand and the park.
Which one do you have there, McNew? I didn't catch when you held up your bottle before.
Honestly, I don't know the landscape. I'm guessing it's Lamar Valley. It has the little moose on it.
Oh, okay.
Lamar Valley, yeah.
What I'm guessing
Correct.
It is.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I mean, the one that I really want is Old Faithful, because Old Faithful is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little bit of a connection to Old Faithful in that my dad famously, his sister moved to California right after, when she got married. So she got married. She was older than my dad by like a decade. And she got married, moved out to California. And when my dad graduated high school, his father passed away shortly after him graduating high school. And he decided to go to college out in California. So he drove across the country, stopped at Yellowstone, wanted to see Old Faithful. So he saw Old Faithful. And then we took him there just a couple of years before he passed away. So we took him there again, and just seeing Old Faithful was cool. But then, seeing it with my dad and the fact that when he drove this cross country road trip, took it in, I think it's cool. So I definitely want a bottle of that. And I'll get that and hopefully get it signed by Mr. Beam. And that'll be what's known as a keeper because it's not expensive whiskey. You can find it. Everybody's like, it's for drinking. Well, I'll drink plenty of Yellowstone. I'll just go buy another one. I want to hang on to that one for personal reasons.
Yeah. So it is the same liquid inside. It's just Yellowstone.
Right. Yeah. It's nothing special. It's just regular Yellowstone. Yeah.
It's still a great whiskey, but they didn't change the recipe for these labels. So you can absolutely just throw these on a shelf and keep them for sentimental reasons.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
The first thing I thought of when I saw this was, I'm like, God, I hope they don't do like the Blade and Bow, where they have the 5 keys, and there's not very many 4s out there, so you got to really hunt around to buy more whiskey, try to find the 4 key. If you want to do the whole 5 key thing, like, I hope it's equal proportion as best as they can across the board with the labels, and nobody's got to try to hunt around for one to try to create some marketing buzz. That's not Yellowstone's way, and that's not what those guys do. I wouldn't think that would be the case, but I'm waiting for the rumors to start and all that stuff to go down and say, I'll trade you. I'll trade you 2 Old Faithfuls for Minerva Valley, or give me the Roosevelt Arch, and I'll trade you 2 Grand Prismatic Springs. Some crap like that going on.
People are going to do it. People get stupid about everything.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool way to celebrate their 150th. Now the label itself does note it's 150, so I don't know if they're planning on going back just to the Lower Yellowstone Falls next year, or if they'll take the 150 off and then just have that, the 6. Maybe they'll see how it goes. I don't even know if they know for sure. We've got Steve Beam on an event coming up. We'll have to ask him and see what he says.
I can see them making it like a 1-year thing, so it's a collectible. I figure people will buy it, not drink it, and have to buy more.
Right.
To drink.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They like stories like me talking about wanting to get a bottle and just hanging on to it. Yeah. That's the best case scenario. Because we got to sell another one.
So what do you guys think about them just doing labels? Like, they could have absolutely done decanters. Do you think they just went like the more cost efficient way to do labels instead of just coming out with a decanter line? Because I think decanters of everything would have been super cool.
Yeah.
It would be cool, but if they're doing this to raise money, so did you say are they donating money from every bottle sale?
They are. It was a percentage up to like 30,000 that they're giving back to the park, I think.
Yeah. Well, this is a with the decanters, they'd have to get all new TTB stuff, and then distribution's different. They have to have unique UPC codes. Whereas this, they can just integrate it into where they're at. Doesn't change anything. Does create a little bit of a hunt, like Tim, I think, was the first one to say, like Blanton's. It does create that. So it does a lot of cool things for them without really having a lot of impact on what they need to do. It's just a little bit different on the label. So, yeah. So
it wouldn't surprise me if they've got a surprise if you come down to the distillery, though, that they have something unique at the distillery with some of this. I mean, this can't be the only thing they're doing for the 150th.
Yeah,
I'm sure we've got more surprises as we go.
That's too big of an anniversary to not have something special. So, yes, again, something we're going to work on, Steve Beam, to try to get out. First of all, let's just really do the drinking stuff. We'll just keep early in the event. We'll just heavily drink, and then nobody ask questions too early because we don't want them to be on guard. Okay. Well, the drinking first, more drinking, and then we ask the questions. He tells us everything.
Butter him up with some botany talk, about what's his garden look like in the back? Are they watering it right? How's the gin, the pet projects?
Exactly.
Get them flowing, and there you go.
Then you ask. That's how you do that stuff. So, yeah. Well, it's pretty cool. We'll go around the horn here and ask which is the one. If all 6 were on the shelf, you're only shopping for one. Which is the one that you are grabbing? We'll go in the order of my screen here, which is Tim. You are first, my man.
I am going for. I looked at all these things. Steve, you hit it best. That it brings back a memory to me is Roosevelt Arch. And that goes back to me being a kid. I've been to Yellowstone twice, family truckster trips. And I'll never forget before we pulled down into the north entrance out of Cody, Wyoming, if my memory serves me right, through Beartooth Pass. We're stopped at the side of the road overlooking the mountains. And I come around the side of the family truckster and see my grandfather on the side of the car taking a leak. And so that Roosevelt Arch burned in my head saying, you know what, that's the one, because that's the one that really, I've seen all these spots, but that one was the kind of the gateway into the park and what really got me interested, not my grandfather taking a leak, but wow, they had this arch here, and the saying on the top of the arch is, they got something on the top of the arch too as well that says something. Here we go. Did a little research. It says, for the benefit and enjoyment of all people. Okay. There's Yellowstone. The whiskey, the park, everything. I think it sums it up well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, first of all, I can't encourage anyone enough to get out to Yellowstone. It's just an amazing place. It is so cool. It's it's like a national park if Disney built it, but it has no Disney-esque things. I mean, the lodges are Disney-esque, like you'd see out there. But I mean, all this stuff is just natural. It's the animals, all the cool things, these boiling pots that are in the ground, and then some are acid. I mean, you don't know what you're getting. Some might be just regular water in the ground, and then other times, acids. If someone drops a hat in, it just dissolves. It's interesting stuff. I definitely would go with, as I said before, Old Faithful is what I'd be looking for if they were all there. How about you, Kathy?
I'm loving the Minerva Terrace. The pictures of that, it's just so cool, and that it just happens to occur naturally. It's beautiful stuff.
All right, McNew.
Yeah, so I've actually never been to Yellowstone, but I looked up all these photos, and I'm going to agree with Kathy. Minerva Terrace is gorgeous, and I want that one.
All right, Joe.
I probably would want Minerva Terrace also, but here in New York, I'm lucky if any of these show up, so I would probably buy the first one on the shelf. Ironically, the 2017, that's got Old Faithful on it.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
There you go. All right. Well, there you go. Get out there, start the hunt. Let the hunting begin, and let's see if anyone is more rare than others. Tim brings up a good point. We need to be on the lookout for that. Is it all equal, or is there going to be one that's tough to find? We'll see. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. All right. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Tim, we'll start with you.
You can find me on the corporate and private events page at abvnetwork.com or on Instagram at swyguy2112.
All right, Joe.
You can find me on Instagram at bourbon_aficionado.
All right. Kathy.
I am on Facebook. I am Kathy Cool.
McNew.
I am on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. You got to check it out because everything that we do is out there. Our shop, our blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right. Great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
So long.
Bye.
Take care.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least, at the top of the show, I mentioned investment opportunities at the new liquor store concept, the ABV Barrel Shop, being launched in 2022 by myself, Jim Fosnot, and Scott Creighton. We are crowdfunding some of the capital needed to open the store. Not only does it offer a return on your investment, but a lifetime of status and benefits at the store. Of course, this investment is a loan and involves a high degree of risk, which may not be suitable for all persons. Prospective investors should carefully evaluate the risk and merits of an investment, should confer with their own legal and financial advisors, and should be able to bear the risk of the loss of their investment before considering the investment described herein. If you would like more information, contact us via the under construction website at abvbarrelshop.com and fill out the form.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.